Hello students, myself Rajesh Kumar Sharma, your biology teacher. Today we are going to discuss outbreeding devices. Okay. As we have discussed in our previous lecture about agents of pollination, that is pollination by wind, that is anemophily, pollination by water, that is also called hydrophily, pollination by insects also called entomophily, pollination by birds also called ornithophily, pollination by snail or paila or घोंघा also called malaikophily, pollination by ants चींटियाँ also called myrmecophily, pollination by bat चमगादड़ also called Chiratophily, pollination by animals also called zoophily, pollination by elephant also called elephophily. These are agents which help in pollination, that is transfer of pollen from anther to stigma of a flower. Clear? Now let us discuss about outbreeding devices. Majority of flowering plants produce hermaphrodite flowers, and pollen grains are likely to come in contact with the stigma of the same flower. Hermaphrodite means bisexual, means both male and female reproductive part are present in the same flower. Clear? Continued self-pollination result in inbreeding depression. What is inbreeding depression? When self-pollination occurs, then there is possibility of homozygosity. As we know that the characters are expressed in homozygous condition. If the recessive chromosomes paired and they express themselves, then all the recessive characters try to show or express themselves, which are harmful to the plant or living organism, that is inbreeding depression. Flowering plants have to develop many devices to discourse or discourage self-pollination and to encourage cross-pollination. Because of this disadvantage, that is inbreeding depression, plants are trying to favor or encourage cross-pollination. In some species, pollen release and stigma receptivity are not synchronized. Means pollens are released from anther, but still stigma is not ready to receive the pollens. That is, synchronization is not ready. Either the pollen is released before the stigma becomes receptive, Our stigma becomes receptive much before the release of pollen. Means maturity of pollen or stigma is at different time. In some other species, anther and stigma are placed at different positions so that the pollen cannot come in contact with the stigma of same flower. Means either stigma is too long, stamen is too short in a bisexual flower. Then how can pollen reaches to stigma of same flower which is longer than stamen, or stamen are too long and stigma is too short? This is also the region which favors the cross pollination. In some other species, anther and stigma are placed at different positions so that the pollen cannot come in contact with the stigma of same flower. Both these devices prevent autogamy or self-pollination. Third device to prevent inbreeding is self-incompatibility. What is self-incompatibility? Means pollen of same flower or same plant are unable to fertilize the female gamete of same plant. This does not mean the pollen is sterile. This is the method of avoiding self-pollination and favoring cross pollination. This pollen is able to fertilize the female gamete of other plant of same species. Clear? This is called as self-incompatibility. This is a genetic mechanism and prevents self-pollen from the same flower or other flower of same plant from fertilizing the ovule by inhibiting pollen germination or pollen tube growth in the pistil. Another device to prevent self-pollination is the production of unisexual flowers. Unisexual flowers also favor the cross pollination. If both male and female flowers are present on the same plant, such as castor and maize, monoecious condition. What is the monoecious condition? The male and female flower when present on the same plant. Clear? That is monoecious condition. It prevents autogamy but not geitonogamy. In several species such as papaya, male and female flowers are present on different plants. That is dioecious condition. Male plant is separate and female plant is separate. Means on male plant male flowers are present and on female plant female flowers will grow. That different plant, that each plant is either male or female, dioecious. This condition prevents the both autogamy and geitonogamy. Next topic, that is pollen and pistil interaction. Pollen does not guarantee the transfer of the right type of pollen. Compatible pollen of the same species as the stigma. Often pollen of wrong type, either from other species or from the same species. If it is self-incompatible, also land on the stigma. The pistil has the ability to recognize the pollen, whether it is the right type or compatible or wrong type incompatible. If it is the right type, the pistil accepts the pollen and promotes post-fertilization or post-pollination events, that is germination of pollen tube and that leads to fertilization. If the pollen is wrong type or not belong to same species, then the pistil rejects the pollen by preventing pollen germination on the stigma or the pollen tube growth in style. The ability of pistil to recognize the pollen followed by its acceptance or rejection is the result of continuous dialogue between pollen grain and pistil. This dialogue is mediated by chemical component of pollen interacting with those of the pistil. Means there is interaction between pollen and stigma or pistil. Means if the pollen is belong to same species, then they will move further, means fertilization will occur. If the landing pollen not belong to same species, then fertilization will not take place. Clear? It is only in recent years that botanists have been able to identify some of the pollen and pistil components and the interaction leading to the recognition followed by acceptance or rejection. Clear? Now next we will discuss in our next lecture, that is artificial hybridization, emasculation, bagging. These things we will discuss in our next lecture. Okay, thank you.